welcome to this week's Spotlight on America. And the great thing is, this time I'm a day late, but I have a good excuse. And that is, yesterday I had no voice. Incredible Super Bowl here in Lima. I managed to find a couple of pubs down in Miraflores that were showing the game. We had a great time. I only caught a glimpse of the halftime show, but apparently they got one of the ushers out of the stands to come on stage and sing and dance for a while. I saw somebody on stage with this huge fro like this. I thought it was Colin Kaepernick, so you know what I did? I took a knee during the halftime show. And that brings us to today's Spotlight on America. No, it's not Kansas City, although I was tempted. Today's Spotlight on America is a little town you've probably never been to. I would have a hard time finding it on the map. And that place is Olivet, Michigan. Amtrak does not run through Olivet, Michigan, as far as I know. I don't think it runs through the state of Michigan because it's between the lakes and you don't want Amtrak going over a Great Lake. But on this journey, every week I give you another spotlight on a place in the United States that you probably wouldn't think to visit. Now, how do I know Olivet? Because of Olivet College. As a wrestler at SUNY Cortland, we competed there every year. I didn't have a very good outing at that tournament, and my first match was against, a future national champion. I got my ass kicked. My tenure as a college wrestler was not the level of success that I had worked for. You take 10 years off from the sport, it's kind of tough. Not only to get along and gel with teammates who are that much younger than you are, but that split-second timing. Still had the heart, still had the physical conditioning, still do today. But that split-second timing of being able to wrestle, not really. But the coach did me a solid. He found a wrestler from Wabash, Indiana, who was horrible. And he said, Mike, let's let him wrestle Crazy Mike so he can get a win under his belt and stick around for a while. Not only did I go home with a very impressive win, beat the guy 15-3, but the real memory from that weekend was the opener. We're just about getting ready to start, and a referee grabs a microphone and says, "Excuse me, may I have your attention?" Apparently we don't have a PA system to play our national anthem, but as a veteran myself, I'd like to lead us off with the national anthem. And he sang the anthem from his soul. He didn't have the range of whatever Grammy nominee they brought out to sing the anthem at the Super Bowl, but this guy sang it from his heart like it really meant something. The referee at a college wrestling tournament in Olivet, Michigan. Fast forward almost 15 years later, that referee was at the White House receiving the Medal of Honor. Small town in the middle of nowhere, doesn't even qualify to be called a college town, even though there's a college in the town. And a tournament that's not all that heralded, where I got my butt kicked by a freshman who would eventually win a national title. I went home with a big win against a scrub. But the most memorable thing was the referee singing the national anthem. The college referees take this sport very seriously. It's great to know that somebody in a position of authority deserves the respect that they get. And that's one small example of somebody to emulate. Somebody in a position of authority could abuse it, but he commanded respect first. And America rewarded him for it with the Medal of Honor. For conspicuous gallantry above and beyond the call of duty. Congratulations again to the Kansas City Chiefs and to all your Taylor Swift haters. I couldn't name 3 songs from Taylor Swift. I still think it's hilarious that you're so angry. And a special shout and gratitude to Dorcher Beer Bar in Miraflores and to the international crew that watched the game with me. Thanks for letting me recapture just a little bit of America through the Super Bowl until I hang on for the victory train. See you again tomorrow with an awesome speaking tip.